Live from the Game Boys studios, nightly at 7 p.m. This is GB24.
Yes, hello, and thanks to Campari, welcome to this Saturday, 28th of November, 2020. As always, my name is Josh Porter. With me in the GB24 studios, thanks to Campari, is my brother Eden.
Yes, it's the Campari Studios, really. They're not only the festival sponsor, but as you may not have heard, we had a little bit of trouble with our studio yesterday. I think we've got some footage of it and how absolutely trashed it was once a 10th episode celebration went bad. You can see it there. It was an absolute nightmare. But luckily, Campari, they came to the table. Our knights in shining armor. Can we just look at the studio that they did help us? Look at that, Josh.
Absolutely, they leapt to the rescue as one of the main sponsors of the Fringe Festival. We're so thrilled to have them on board and to come in with the Campari crew. A 24-hour turnaround, and look what they've done to this studio. It's absolutely magnificent, isn't it?
And Josh, you know, there's nothing better than a sip of delicious Campari when you're just about to go live.
I know. I love Campari. It's probably my favorite drinks, I reckon.
Yeah, and it smells great.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So please remember, we are going out on all the socials tonight. So if you also want to check out anything else that we're doing, we're on the Facebook, the Twitter. What else?
I
Instagram.
love Campari.
Yeah, you do. Well, please get involved, guys, and tell your friends. We've got one more show tomorrow night. Check us out, Melbourne Fringe. Please get involved. It is a live show, of course, Josh. Different one every single night. So get on the soch, get on the chat live. We've got our chat happening. So if you want to talk
on the
to us,
official Fringe stream, that's where the live chat's happening. So if you're on the other platforms, if you want to get involved in it, come onto the live official Fringe chat. We love Campari here at GB24. It's absolutely a crowd favorite here.
Wash it down. It down.
But seriously, guys, thanks so much to Campari for making this happen.
Yeah, very good. Lovely studio. Should we get on with the show? Yes, let's get on to the Campari show tonight and check out the Campari headlines. That's right, we've got our Campari-themed mystery sound.
Yes, and thanks to Campari, Eden's going to be on location, and a location he doesn't know where he is.
And thanks to Campari, we'll also be doing a Campari Crossfire tonight. Look forward to that one.
Yes, and thanks to Campari, our special guest tonight is the pre-recorded reporter. Chatting with him later. Yes, but first off, thanks to Campari, we're going to have... Actually, I'm a bit parched. I might just have a sip of delicious Campari.
Oh, Josh, fill your boots and your cup and your mouth and your gullet.
Do a shoey. I'll do a Campari shoey. Yeah. Just like that. But first off, it's off to the Campari mystery sound. Yes, now if you're familiar with breakfast radio over the last 30, 40 years, the mystery sound, we're going to play a mystery sound and get in the chat, get your guesses in. What do you think the sound is? Can we hear the Campari mystery sound, please?
Oh, okay.
Siren?
Can we play it again?
I reckon it's a very specific siren. I think it might be like a submarine nuclear missile launch warning. So you're in a submarine and the nuclear warhead's about to fire, and that's what's cranking off.
Okay. I'm going to take your warning sign, and I'm going to go from aliens. I think it's
Oh,
the
yes.
warning sign from aliens. Get in the chat though. Post your guesses.
Actually, something's flooding back to me about it. It's like this. Oh, it's like an arcade. Sounds like one of those arcade things. Oh,
Ah,
I think I might come back to it.
okay.
Um,
And
but,
any chance? Oh,
no,
yes, we've got definitely sirens. But I think that's siren. It's definitely siren. But what
Definitely
kind
some
of
sort
siren? What kind
Well,
of
thanks to
siren?
Campari, we'll be coming back
Hmm.
later in the show to resolve that mystery.
That's right. Now it's time for a mystery location. That's right. Josh, you're going to be out and about in the field. You're going to be recording live from somewhere that you know nothing about. That's right. It's time for Guess the Location. Now, Josh, are you there? Are you there, Josh?
Yes, I can hear you, Eden. Thanks so much, and thanks to Campari for having me on location here. I'm having such a wonderful time. Everyone is having so much fun here.
Yes, yes, and like obviously Campari's flown you all the way out there.
Yes.
But what are you feeling about this English tradition?
Oh, look, I'm a fan of all traditions across the globe, but in England, it's very special to be part of the football fraternity and celebrates that stuff in
Well,
England.
they do, of course, love football, but these are obviously different type of fans, obviously, than football fans.
Yes, much different fans. More like old-timey, old festivals. It's been around for a very long time, but people still respect it, don't they?
It has been around for a long time, but a lot of people, when they hear about it, they're utterly confused. They don't know what it is. Do you agree?
Yes. I mean, some might say I don't even know what it is.
Some would say that.
But I think if it's in England, is it the one with the cheese? Is it the chasing the cheese down the hill? Is that it? Yes.
God, the Gloucestershire, the Gloucestershire cheese rolling. I cannot believe you got that. I had some great jokes about being lactose intolerant and not being able to compete, as well as taking it only on your pizza. But no, you've ruined all my cheese jokes. But that's all right. You've definitely nailed it. Congratulations. It's Cooper's Hill in Gloucester for the annual cheese rolling event.
Thanks, Ed. Back to you in the studio.
Cheers.
Yes, well, thanks very much to Campari for that cross. And wasn't it delicious? You know what goes well with a bit of Campari?
What's
bit of
that?
Cheese, freshly rolled. Freshly rolled cheese.
Into my mouth.
Now, I didn't know if you knew this, Eden, but thanks to Campari, we're actually sending you on location as well. Let's check it out.
Didn't realize that.
I've just spilled Campari all over myself.
Yes.
Now, Eden, you're there.
Yes, Yes, I can hear you. I'm here.
Yes, now you're in a very delicious location today.
Oh, well, if I'm in a delicious location, I must be inside of a delicious bottle of Campari. Yes, that's right. It must be absolutely delicious. So much I might just have a sip.
Absolutely. Keep going. You're getting it. No, it's the graphic. It's a big bottle. It's a very big bottle. It's up. It's resizing now. The liquid. There it goes.
Oh, definitely
worth it. Totally worth it.
Thanks,
Get out of it. Get out of it, Dickie. Delicious Campari.
Absolutely delicious location Campari there, and I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Back to you in the studio.
Yes, wow. What a delicious cross. And I just got word, there's a bit of breaking news here. Campari have flown in an extraordinary amount of Campari direct to the studio. It's coming direct in the newsroom. That is currently filling with Campari.
That was on the contract negotiation. It did say that they would have to flood the studio. It looks, in fact, yes. In fact, I'm feeling a little bit thirsty after that bottle that I had earlier. Why can't we have some? Oh, there we go.
Load up with a bit of Campari in the studio. So glad we've got it here.
This is delicious. This reminds me of a scene from The Shining, doesn't it? But more delicious.
Now, while we clear out the studio of all this delicious Campari and drink our way out of it, Eden's going to get to work. We're going to take a quick break. Guys, second half. The murder mystery is still ongoing. The clues are still out there. Keep your eyes peeled in the second half. There's going to be a big clue for you. But for now, thanks to Campari, we're going to take a quick break and be back with more Campari GB24 after this Campari break.
Grab a Campari. Be right back.
It's very odd. I don't even know your name, but after this one Campari and soda, I feel I almost know you. May I freshen your glass? Soda, of course.
No, lemonade.
Campari and lemonade.
Yes, nice colour, isn't it?
Campari, with soda, with lemonade, with tonic, but always with pleasure.
Were you truly wafted here from paradise?
No, Luton Airport.
What's that controller? It's Pikachu!
Pikachu!
Yes, and thanks to Campari, welcome back. I'll tell you, those Campari ads have just got better and better year on year since they started making them, haven't they, Aid?
I give them all the awards. Give them the
Are they lions? Golden lions?
the Golden Lion Awards. I think.
Get Andrew Daddo to host a TV show of the world's best ads and fill it with Campari ads.
The craziest way. In fact, that Campari ad, it's very similar to the Thwopsha. How wonderful.
Makota and Campari, the
Makota, yes.
crossover. You never knew you
Very
wanted.
good, very good. But what have we got now after the break?
Yes, well, thanks to Campari, we've got a very special guest interview. Our pre-recorded reporter, he's got some big news. He's down on the steps of Spring Street, reporting on the new Victorian budget. Our pre-recorded reporter, can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. Can the pre-recorded reporter hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm the pre-recorded reporter. Thanks for having me.
Now, pre-recorded reporter, the Victorian state budget just got announced the other day. It's a big spending budget. Do you think there's enough in there for the average Victorian?
Great question. I completely agree.
Yes, there's also been big investment in the sciences and scientific research with the Breakthrough Victoria Fund. Do you think that's a wise space to be investing in?
Great question. Well, I completely agree. Oh, okay, interesting. I will just, I've got a little question for you as well. I'll just say you're looking very handsome tonight, pre-recorded reporter. But I did want to know, do you think that I am the more versatile performer out of me and Josh? Great question. Well, I completely agree. Oh, interesting.
Hey, pre-recorded reporter, do you think you're a bit of a fucking idiot?
You don't need to answer that, mate. You don't need to answer that. No, great question. I completely agree. No, we're going to cut. We'll just cut it. We'll just leave it there, shall we? Just leave it there? I think this is done, mate. Can we get out? Handsome reporter there.
That pre-recorded report. I wish that I had a pre-recorded Campari to drink along with the pre-recorded reporter.
That's right. Nothing washes down a very tight segment like a bit of Campari.
Sorry, Ed, I'm just going to have another sip of some delicious Campari.
Oh, well, Josh, go for it. Because while you're doing that, it's time, of course, for Crossfire. Yes, that's right. Tonight, we're in Crossfire, and that, of course, is where we go battle a battle with the big questions of the day. Today's big question is...
I love Campari.
Yeah, good on you. Today's big question is, they've given us a lot of money. What is the world's favourite aperitif? Yes, that's right. That's what we're asking. And I'll, of course, be representing Campari. And who are you, Josh?
Yes, I'll be fighting for Martini and Rossi's Reserva Special Bitter.
Okay, let's start off with the opening salvo. Boom, 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 boom. I'll be starting with Campari. Now, Campari, it's bitter, it's sweet, it's a little bit spicy. It's actually sold in 190 countries across the entire world. Positioned as a fine luxury brand of alcohol, it has a dreamlike aesthetic focused on the color red. Yes, there we go. I'll say you one thing, Josh. Bring home some red passion today. Over to you.
Here, I agree with all those statements. Very, very poignant from Campari. But for Martini and Rossi's Reserva Special Bitter now, whereas Campari starts off a little more aggressive on the nose, Reserva Special Bitter is smoother going in, a little bit prickly, almost spicy on the finish. And for me, I don't like those. I don't like that. I don't like that kind of finish. I much prefer the finish of a Campari.
Oh, well, there we go. It's a double Campari knockout. That's right. Fantastic. It's the first Crossfire that we've bloody well decided on without having to ask the audience. Cheers.
Cheers. I think Campari is delicious. Thanks to Campari getting cut off. There is, you know what? You know who loves Campari?
Who's that, Josh?
Richard E. Grant. He was talking to me the other day, and I said, Richard, what do you think of Campari? He's a spokesperson, but Richard, what do you think of Campari?
I want to know. I shouted. I fist pumped the air.
It's after his first sip.
So you have a glass? Oh.
I stood and cheered.
It's the power of Campari. The power of Campari compels him.
Get some holy Campari. This Campari has been blessed by a priest. The power of Campari.
And they date babies doing a baptism, and you know how they dunk the babies in the Campari?
I've only been drinking, what is it, martini bitter. Have some Campari.
Oh. Wow.
Yes. Josh, you know what's fun?
Campari? Drinking delicious Campari?
Yes, but the second best thing on the things that are fun is guessing who am I? Hands on buzzers. Are you ready? I was a brand created in 1860 from about... Yes,
Campari.
Correct. Yes. Fantastic. Now, because you got that question right tonight, you get to choose from our famous faces who tonight are...
Red Simons. Hey, it's Saturday. Robert Wild. Hey, it's Saturday. Ian Molly Meldrum. Hey, it's Saturday. John Blackman. Hey, it's Saturday.
Our home viewer tonight is Harry Connick Jr. He enjoys singing, acting, and being a guest judge on talent shows. Thanks for watching, Harry.
The Jackson Jive. Hey, it's Saturday. Harry Connick Jr. Hey, it's Saturday. Daryl Summers. Hey, it's Saturday. And the death of variety TV in Australia. Thanks to Hey, it's Saturday.
Now, Josh, you did got that right. What would you like to choose?
I did got that right, Eden, thanks to Campari. I would like to go with Harry Connick Jr.
Well, here you go.
Glenn, hold the perfect dinner party with this range of kitchen products, including glasses, serving goods, and table accessories. Value $683 from Guzzini.
You know what Guzzini glasses are great for drinking?
A delicious Campari.
Campari. I was just about to ask the chat whether they wanted to finish
We've done that segment a lot. I've never noticed the great marimba in that. And there's, I don't know if it's marimba or xylophone. It's very smooth. It's very smooth.
Mr. Summers.
Yes.
That ad was taken from a different part of the show. There were 2 different musics between 3 years.
Okay.
Wow. Where was it? There's some of the behind the scenes you get here thanks to Campari on GB24. But for now, it's time to reveal the thing you've all been waiting for. Reveal of the mystery sound thanks to Campari.
Let's just check back in. We've got a couple of... a really high-pitched squeaky door.
And you know what, Eden? I'm so happy. During the episode, it came to me. I know exactly what it is.
Oh, really? Oh,
we'll read the rest of the guesses.
So, like Red Alert from the original Star Trek. That's a good one.
Yep. Couple of guesses there. Yep. You know what it is? And you're going to kick yourself because you didn't get it.
What?
It's the McDonald's Burger Up sound. When you're in Macca's and it goes because the new orders come through. Star Trek. It's both. Wow, congratulations to Avant Cardigan, who guessed Red Alert from the original Star Trek.
Avant Cardigan absolutely nailed that. Red Alert from the original Star Trek. That is
huge.
Absolutely amazing. You nailed that. Give that woman a Campari.
We'll get GB Eats to deliver a Campari straight over to your house. But I think thanks to Campari, that's probably just about all we've got for.
It's got. I swallowed some of the juice.
The delicious Campari.
It's one of those trick cups. It's just been going back, and I got some in my mouth that time.
Is it actually?
Yeah. Right. Oh god. Okay, I'm going to put that down. The Campari. I've just heard the Campari check has cleared, so we no longer need to pander to our Campari overlords. There are other great drinks out there.
I've got so much Campari left in my cup that I can't pour back into the
Mate,
bottle.
Drink it. We've had a great time tonight. Only one more show, so please tell your friends, tweet about it, message it, get it out there.
And it's going to be a big one, Eve. It's the big season finale. We're going to be recapping a bunch of the stuff that happened throughout the season. So if you've catched it at all, come in on the Sunday. I've got a very special guest as well, someone from the festival. It's very exciting to have them joining us. So make sure you tune in for that tomorrow night.
Josh, exactly right. We're going to have fun. It's the last chance to see us, so please come along to the very last show. Let's make it a big one. That's all from us tonight. This is this old fella being put out to pasture. Was that any better? I don't know. I like the guru. The pasture